as you guys know from my video the other day, we're going to pick up the Mulefoots, my son and I. This is the side of the hill that hopefully one day we'll have some free-ranging Mulefoot hogs on. Goes all the way up the hill, property does. As you can see, it's just wild brush, chaparral, whatever you'd like to call it. All these grasses are green and beautiful all winter long, and in the spring. There's many oak trees, as you can see, and that's the acorns, and they're just now starting to fall, and I'll show you some of those. It's rolling hills, and it's all fenced, and we will be fencing it also, and just being able to keep them in different sections of the property, keep them somewhat under control. This is an area that we have my son and I just finished, somewhat temporary for when we do get them, which is, gosh, coming up quick, right? Like next week. So this is an area that we've penned in, and this is where they will originally stay. So walking down here, this is where we're gonna put them. You can see we've laid this out. So I'll back the trailer right into here, and I'll put the trailer right back into here, and we've created a bit of a chute, as you can see. The chute will run it right back up into the two pens, and that's where they'll stay, right there. It's secure. We will put electric fence if we feel we need it for when we free range up in the hill and whatnot. We do like the idea of using electrical fence. It's a very low charge. It's not gonna hurt the pig. It's not that big a deal, but I've had some success with it with these guys. Speaking of these guys, let's say good morning to these guys here. These are my Berkshire pigs, and we probably will be keeping these girls. These are two boys and a girl. Good morning. Good morning. I know everybody likes their head scratched. Yep. So this was the way we originally went. We were like, well, let's do the Berkshires. Everything we read about them was fantastic. We loved the idea. We had 2 or 3 chefs that just said, you got to go Berkshire, of course. So as life, twists and turns, as we all know, and things change, we ended up saying, well, gosh, let's look into some other breeds. We love this pig, the docile, wonderful, happy, really haven't had any trouble with them at all. And we probably will still keep a few. That decision hasn't been completely fully made, but we like the idea of the Mulefoot for the meat itself. We are going to go charcuterie with it. It's going to be a different program than most farms. We're not going to do a traditional pork chop, simple bacon. We will do a lot of bacon, don't get me wrong there, but we will be doing more like pepperoni, sausage, less breakfast sausage, and just ground pork. We'll be doing prosciutto and different traditional old world cuts, if you will. And so here's how we keep the flies down. As anyone who knows pigs or has pigs knows that the flies can be a real issue. This is August. This is probably the worst time of year for flies and heat for where we live. We typically get pretty hot here. It's 95 basically every day. Virtually no humidity. High humidity day for us is, 40% is pretty high. So how we control that, one of the ways, is through companion farming, as a lot of people know. Like I say, I'm no expert in any of this stuff, so it's kind of new. This is a coop I built for my wife, who wanted to companion these chickens with our pigs to keep the flies and the fly larvae down. Girls are wrestling this morning. We keep the girls over there and the boys on the other side. So we're gonna let the chickens out so they can do their job. Good morning, ladies. Good morning. So they're gonna go out and do some hunting for us, which they're great at. It's really been a successful process. It's amazing how well the companion farming is done for us. We have had so much success in keeping the smell as much as anything else. It's crazy. You don't believe it until you witness it. And isn't it funny how the old traditional farms always had pigs, chickens, horses, mules, everybody lived together. And it's really not an accident. It's really not. It's meant to be that way, and everybody coexists. So let's go over and say good morning to the girls. Good morning, ladies. Yeah, they're kind of friendly. Yep, this is every morning there, and it's not just when they're hungry. They're actually very friendly. That's the way we like it. And now this is this companion gardening or farming that I was talking about. The chickens will come over here and eat virtually everything. We don't want to get into that category too deep, but they'll eat everything that the pigs don't eat. And it's a process that works really well. We're very happy with it. It's worked out incredibly well for us. I will go over some of the fencing and stuff that I've learned over the years. You can see some of it has succeeded and some of it hasn't. And watering and different things we've tried with some success. Pigs and animals always win, so it's a constant battle. And we try to keep them as happy as possible in the environment they live in. And to do that, you have to adjust to what they're up to. And we've done a pretty good job of that. Everybody coexists, as you saw with the chickens and the cats and the dogs. Everybody plays well together, and it's really fun, and that's the way we always wanted it. There's such a more positive feel to a farm like this. When you come here, you feel it, you sense it. We have neighbors who have their own small farm, and every time she comes here, she says, I just feel so relaxed, and the animals seem so happy. And she's always wondering what the secret is. And there really isn't a secret. There's just what you want it to be and what you allow it to be. Because when you're constantly making animals do what they don't want to do, well, they get defensive and fearful, and they they struggle with that. And they feel confined instead of feeling free. And like I said, they're used to companioning. They get along great with the chickens. They demolished their little manger, as you can see. That's always fun. That's a constant battle. So the next one will be metal, and I'll be putting that up along the corners, and give them a place for birthing, staying out of the rain, and all the rest of it. So anyway, that's a brief little walkthrough. I will get more into depth on a lot of this stuff, but for now, that's just a good little morning, feeding the hogs, walk around the property. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye.